it's funny. It's really ironic to me that people are so mad at WWE, especially Stomping Grounds, because, oh, you had all these good matches and the main event was a story match and wasn't as, exciting or as good. But then when you look at AEW, oh, we have something for everybody. We got something, we got the comedy stuff, we got the hard-hitting, we got the hardcore, we got the technical, we got all this. You might not like this, this, and this, but that's okay because you like this. Well, why the hell is that not okay for the WWE? You got all these good wrestling, just technical matches, and stuff, and then you have a story match. That's multiple things. Why, you fucking hypocrites, why can they not have multiple styles like AEW? I was going to say your AEW because, I'm talking mainly to the people against WWE, and AEW is the best on the planet. What's going on, guys? I'm Bomber from Jobber Radio, and I got a lot to talk about today with this whole Twitter war, and that now it's gone beyond Twitter and everything between Seth Rollins. Even Will Ospreay is getting involved in just, the whole just internet wrestling community, just having a great time. I am going to say right up front, right off the bat here, I am probably going to say something that upsets you. I'm going to give my honest opinion, and I'm probably going to make you mad if you are, especially, I should say, if you are an anti-WWE person. So, with that said, let's get into what's going on, because if you haven't been following, this is what's going down. And funny thing is, even after this video comes out, this is kind of an ongoing thing. There probably more is going to happen after this video comes out, and who knows if it's important enough and good enough and spicy and juicy enough, I might do another video. We'll see. But anyway, this all started on Seth Rollins' Twitter account on, I believe it was, what's the date here? 22nd. When was the pay-per-view? The pay-per-view. So this was Saturday, the day before. This was the day before Super Showdown. Jesus. Stomping Grounds, okay? WWE sent a tweet. WWE stars look to kick butt and take names at Stomping Grounds live this Sunday. Okay, just they're throwing out their normal, catchphrase for this show, kick butt, take names, whatever. So Seth Rollins came out and tweeted, "Best pro wrestling on the planet, period." And that is what kickstarted everything. He just a simple little line of text completely kickstarted all of this. So instantly, as you see, this is kind of hilarious that this is the top reply here. I don't know if it's because it's getting the most likes or whatnot. No, because this is getting more than this one. But instantly, somebody tweeted out the Will Ospreay, the flip and the over the camera thing, the thing that looked pretty cool. So also in this video, we're going to get into opinions, my opinion on wrestling, somebody else's opinion on wrestling. So just know that that's going to come up too. Here's the first big question in this video that I'm going to ask you. What company is the best pro wrestling company in the world right now? Think about that. So some of you are going to say New Japan Pro Wrestling. Some of you are going to say AEW. Some of you are actually going to say AEW. And there's nothing wrong with liking AEW, but they've had one show. So to say AEW is the best wrestling company in the world, I'm sorry, that's ignorant. I'm telling you, I'm just being honest. That is stupid. I know you're probably mad, but to say AEW is the best wrestling company on the planet right now, I'm sorry, that's dumb. That is dumb. That is dumb to say that. Some people say Ring of Honor. Maybe, who knows? Some people say Impact Wrestling. Though these are the names that come up. So when you look at WWE, those are the other options. I mean, who knows? Some of you are saying fucking PWG. I don't know. I just know I'm gonna make so many people mad here, and I don't want to make it. And I'm not this WWE and everything else sucks kind of person. I'm not like that. Hell, my favorite company is CZW, okay? I'm not some WWE is the greatest, everyone else sucks person, okay? I'm just being honest. WWE is the best wrestling company on the planet. That's it. So after he got a ton of crap, he came out here and doubled down. He says, doubling down, best pro wrestling on the planet. See that Cruiserweight Triple Threat? By the way, that Cruiserweight Triple Threat was amazing. So he's definitely got some stuff to say here. And that's just one night, one match amongst many. Find anyone else alive who does what I do as well as I do, as often as I do it. You can't. Stomping Grounds, Universal Champion. Okay. So again, as you met, it's a lot of it AEW and stuff like that. So this is where things took a turn because Will Ospreay comes in and says, I'm alive. He tweets Rollins, straight to Rollins, says, I'm alive, because Rollins did ask, find anyone else alive who does what I do as often as I do it. You can't. Oh, and as well as I do, by the way. Okay. Now, let's be real. Will Ospreay is a phenomenal athlete. Phenomenal. Everybody loves that goddamn flip. It's the greatest thing in wrestling. So I think people are completely, and this is another video for another time, where people are completely thinking people see pro wrestling as different things. I think a lot of these people, you come out here, Rollins is better off in WWE, this person says. Rollins would never leave the WWE right now. And I don't think a lot of people, oh, he's being corporate. He's chilling for the WWE. God, what if he just loves the company he works for? What if he loves his coworkers? What if he, God forbid, he actually enjoys what he's doing? People are so mad at Seth Rollins for defending what he actually likes and what he loves. What is wrong with that? He's being a heel. He's being a bad guy. He shouldn't be a bad guy right now. He shouldn't be tweeting that. He just is defending what he likes and what he loves. What the hell is wrong with that? First of all, none of us should say somebody shouldn't tweet that. And especially if you think by me doing these videos, reacting to stuff, thinking that I think that, people shouldn't be tweeting, or like the Matt Riddle situation, he shouldn't have done that. You're being dumb, okay? I've never once or ever have or will say this person shouldn't have tweeted that. Matt Riddle did tweet some dumb shit. Did I ever say he shouldn't have tweeted that? No. Same as these guys. These guys can tweet whatever they want. I am just giving my opinions on what they're doing. So when you break down more of the tweets, you got people that comes in, oh, wow, I didn't even see this. BG James, you should keep going because you haven't hit one yet. Keep trying, though. Oh, wow, I did not see this. Okay, so this random person, they got the hashtag AEW in their name. That's good. I know I come off as an AEW hater. It sounds like that, but I'm really not. I want AEW to succeed. I want them to do well. I'm excited to see how well they do. I am. It's just their fans make it so hard to support that company because they're so, I don't know, abrasive. They're so in your face, like what everything you like sucks. AEW is better than everything you like. It's so hard to make it, enjoyable to just want to see AEW because you just roll your eyes when you see comments like that. You can't help it. So this person, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, Matt, they go through and name everybody. And BG James, Road Dogg Jesse James, by the way, in case you didn't know, you just keep going because you haven't hit one yet. Now, look. Here's the thing that I was starting to talk about. I got off on a tangent. I'm sorry. When people look at the word pro wrestling, they think, oh, just everything they go from bell to bell in the match, in the ring, what they do, just how many flips or arm drags or all how technical you can be. That is just a piece of pro wrestling. Seth Rollins, he's got all the tools. He has all the tools, and I'm not even the biggest Seth Rollins fan. Okay. I like Roman Reigns just as much, if not more, than Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins does have all these tools, okay? He can emote. He can go out there, cut a good promo. He's got charisma. He's got all these things, and he's a phenomenal wrestler. When you got when you got all these other people, Cody Rhodes, let's be honest, he does have the charisma. He can cut a great promo. He did have a good match, and he's capable of having good matches, but nowhere near the level that Seth Rollins can do as often as he does. I'm not going to compare every one of these guys to Seth Rollins that they did, but you go down the list and you see a lot of these guys like Will Ospreay. He can flip and do things better than almost anybody else on the roster, which we're going to get to a name here in a second that Rollins compares him to. There's more to it than just doing those things. And that's what Rollins is saying. But people, for some reason, ignore charisma, able to cut promos, able to, show emotion. It's frustrating to see people just jump against somebody that is so good. It's fun. Now, if Baron Corbin, who does come into this later, if Baron Corbin came out and said something like, I'm the best pro wrestler on the planet, blah, blah, blah. Now that is when you start going, okay, you're just a son of a bitch. And we'll get there. So this is where I started getting involved kind of when Cage Side Seats, a dirt sheet, a news site for wrestling came out and said, remember when Seth Rollins said WWE had the best pro wrestling in the world, and just put a little gif here. Now, how great is this? If you're trying to be some credible, non-biased, we just report wrestling. See, man, this is one of the big problems that I have personally with the dirt sheets. They're not unbiased. They're not credible. They're not any of these things. They come out and they make fun of stuff like this. Now, they should be, if anything, they can be reporting on this stuff. But look, they're taking sides. They're obviously taking sides here. So he comes in, Seth Rollins comes in, says, "Sure, dude, dorks. After that pay-per-view, I stand by it even more. The crew brought it tonight from the top to bottom. All-out effort from every person in the ring and out. You're still talking and writing about it." Very funny thing. And I gave one of this respect because I said the same exact thing in my review, that from top to, did he say top to bottom as well? Holy shit, he did. Okay, that's funny. I recorded this the other day. I didn't even see this tweet before I did that. But yeah, the funny thing is, I said top to bottom, front to back. Also, he didn't say that in there. But everybody, they turned a show that nobody cared about. People wrote that show off, Stomping Grounds. People said that's going to be a crap show. I'm not going to watch it. And look what happened. They delivered. Everybody did. So he's backing up. Again, this is Seth Rollins defending a show that everybody hated before it even happened. Before it happened, everyone hated the show and wrote it off. If not hated, didn't care about it. So this is where Seth Rollins finally replies to Will Ospreay's to the "I'm alive" text. "Sorry, little guy, we have a better version of you here, and he just won the U.S. title tonight. Congrats, King Ricochet. Keep working hard, though, buddy." So this is where it's getting a little, the little friction starting up here. He says that Ricochet is a better version of Will Ospreay. That's arguable. I'm not going to get into that too much. I'm not as familiar with both of these guys, what they did in the indies. I saw the matches that blew up that everybody talked about. I saw all that stuff. Say what you will about wrestling and stuff. It was exciting to watch. I prefer more of a story, more of a realistic style. That's just me. I'm not saying that if you enjoyed that, you're wrong. I'm not saying that at all. So pretty good dig there. So let's hop over to Will Ospreay's page and see exactly what he did here. He replied with, "Oh, you're hard." Okay, yeah. So very interesting things here. We got this little tweet here where he says, "Fact of the day, Will Ospreay wrestled more matches in 2019 than WWE Rollins. Catch up, little guy." So obviously you see this beef, boiling up, and say what you will. Is it childish? Is it this? Is it that? Who knows? I personally enjoy seeing a little beef every once in a while. Little juicy comments here and there. Now, this is where Seth Rollins he lost. He came in firing, he came in defending the WWE, and that is great. That is great when you come in defending your coworkers and stuff. And like I said, I'm all about that. I am all about him defending himself. He came in and said, "I mean, if you want to talk numbers, we can compare bank accounts too. P.S. That's counting a month off with a broken back, buddy." So they're doing a lot of the little digs, little guy, buddy. Hey, we're buddies and little guys. So, like I said, I completely supported everything that he was doing. I was saying there's nothing wrong with Seth Rollins coming in, backing up. Hey, we put on the best show in the world because this is the company I love. These are my coworkers that I back. They back me. We have each other's back. I thoroughly enjoy that, and I respect that they have a camaraderie where they back each other up. All that's gone with this tweet here. I can't support him when he talks about, "I'm going to bring up my bank. Let's talk about how much money we make." Seth, obviously you make more money. You know that. How could you think that is a good argument? That's dumb. God damn it. See, this is where I now can't defend anything else he does after this. I can defend the stuff he did before this because he was backing his people. He was backing his guys and girls. And now he comes and ruins it talking about money. So Will Ospreay then came back and said, "You love adding stuff, don't you? I mean, the original question was, find anyone else alive who does what I do as well as I do, as often I do. No talk of money, no talk of Ricochet. You said anyone. Here I am, just as consistent, just as good. Hope the back heals up." Perfect reply. Perfect reply here from Will Ospreay. It was. Once Seth Rollins brought up the money, he lost any argument in the fight. He did. As much as I supported what he said earlier, he lost. He did. He was dumb. That was dumb to bring up money. And the funny thing is, me personally, I don't think either one of these guys are the best pro wrestler in the world right now. I still think, even as old as he is, not saying he's like old, but I think AJ Styles is still better than both of these guys, which is pretty funny. I mean, there's other people who you can arguably say are better than these guys, or are better than even AJ and stuff like that. Everybody has their own opinion on who's the best, but it's funny to see these two guys who are both good. They are both good. I would say, realistically, Seth Rollins is quite a bit better than Will Ospreay as a professional wrestler. Now, again, if you only focus on what they do, in the ring, the technical and the flipping and all that, then yes, Will Ospreay is probably a better athlete than Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins is no fucking piece of trash, okay? He's good. So this Mark guy here, he apparently had a chat with Will Ospreay, so this is a little thing that came from the interview here. I just think it's a little bit of friendly banter. I love Rollins. Rollins is an absolute don. I must be, I don't know. He's one of the best wrestlers ever, period. But you asked the question, find someone alive. As far as I'm concerned, I'm breathing, the oxygen's in my lungs. Okay, bud. I think the last time I heard about an amazing Seth Rollins match was against AJ Styles. And if you can't have a good match out of AJ Styles, then I think you should leave the planet. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I think my run this year, not just in New Japan, but in the Indies and everywhere I've been, is I don't half-ass anything. I don't do a terrible TV match. I just go hard every single night. If you give me an opportunity to show what I can do, I do it. Now, that's great. This guy, he's a good, entertaining wrestler. That's a good reply. That is a good reply. And he's even telling Rollins that he's one of the best wrestlers ever. Now, I don't know if that's a true statement. Right now, currently, Seth Rollins is one of the best wrestlers alive right now, active, but he just gave the dude a compliment after going back and forth with him. And he says, you know what, it's just banter, which I think a lot of this is. A lot of the people are blowing up and getting worked up over stuff that these guys are just talking some trash. I don't think they hate each other. I don't think Seth Rollins hates Will Ospreay. I don't think, obviously, Will Ospreay, he said at least that he doesn't hate Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins, the tweet that he brought out, I think he's tired of seeing all the WWE sucks. They can't do anything right. They're all terrible. So let's see. Was there anything else? Oh, yeah. No, you didn't know. Corbin. Oh, you are blocked from following Baron Corbin and viewing. Oh, no. Guys, I was blocked by Baron Corbin. I was blocked by Baron Corbin for defending Baron Corbin. What a heel. Oh, I love it. I was defending him and I got blocked. Oh, what a heel. And I was just coming in here and I was going to give him credit for the tweet he sent out. And he blocked me. And the first reaction you would probably think, this is, by the way, that I know of, the first person that's ever blocked me on Twitter. That there may have been, fans or some other people, I don't know, may have blocked me, but I've never known anyone to block me. The fact that Baron Corbin, the person, I even released a video saying he's not that bad, and I get blocked by Baron Corbin. God, I love it. And the thing is, you think that I would be mad by that? Like, I defended him? No. God, it shows how good of a fucking heel he is. This is more proof of how fucking great of a heel Baron Corbin is. You blocked me, buddy. That's fine. That just makes you a better fucking heel. And people, well, he's just being a dickhead. He is. He is being a dickhead. He is being a dickhead. God, I love it. And man, you people give no credit to that man right there. Okay, I remember seeing the tweet. I didn't save it, obviously, because I didn't think I was going to get blocked. But Baron Corbin came in, and I'm going to be paraphrasing, which I probably shouldn't do in this video. But he basically said, hey, I wrestled more matches than Will Ospreay. And then Will Ospreay responded with, no wonder Raw sucks. I wonder, did I comment? I wonder how I got blocked. I guess I commented. Whatever it was, I defended Corbin, so he probably didn't want me fucking up his heel heat stuff. But okay, let's keep going. So Chris Jericho jumped in because Rollins called Ospreay a little guy. So he says, he's actually taller and bigger than you. Just saying, devil's advocate. Chris Jericho, Another beautiful fucking heel move. Now, see, these are the heels tweeting. This is where it gets more entertaining than, just people taking jabs at each other. This is where it gets actually entertaining. And it didn't take very long. Will Ospreay's cashing in on this little guy shirt. So, more power to him because he's going to sell these shirts. This is great. This is smart. See, people get mad at this stuff. Like, there's going to be people that are Seth Rollins fans, see this shirt, and they get mad. Guys, this makes me feel like these guys just started this shit up just to get each other's names out there and stuff. Like, Will Ospreay was not a household name. No matter how much you think that he's good and stuff, a lot of people have no fucking clue who Will Ospreay is. Does that mean he's bad? No, I'm not saying it means he's bad. I'm just saying people don't know. The average wrestling fan, sorry, this is going to make you mad, don't know who Will Ospreay is. So Seth Rollins has given him, some spotlight here. God, I love Baron Corbin for blocking me. So yeah, this is, if anything, great for Will Ospreay. He jumped in, and now he's getting his name out there. This is great for him. So this interview came out from Sports Illustrated today, actually. It says, the WWE Universal Champion is clearly fed up with the negativity that's been directed towards the company over the past several weeks, probably more than that, probably months. It's been a while, basically ever since AEW was announced. And he sure let everyone know about it and let everyone know that WWE is still the top dog when it comes to professional wrestling. So, again, you can take your sides. You can really say what you will on who you think is the best wrestling company. The company, to me, that is the best wrestling company is by far the WWE. Yes, storylines have been, lackluster. Some people say at best lackluster. The wrestling has still been good. A lot of the pay-per-views this year, even if you don't watch Raw and stuff, yeah, the scripts and stuff aren't as good. It's not as great, but it's still better than anything you get anywhere else. There's no stories going on in a lot of other places, like a lot of the indie places. There's no real stories. It's just wrestling, which is fine. Those are alternative. That is, if you just want wrestling, you watch other things. If you want professional wrestling, sports entertainment, you watch the WWE. You get it all. It's funny. It's really ironic to me that people are so mad at WWE, especially Stomping Grounds, because, you had all these good matches and the main event was a story match and wasn't as, exciting or as good. But then when you look at AEW, we have something for everybody. We got something. We got the comedy stuff. We got the hard hitting. We got the hardcore. We got the technical. We got all this. You might not like this, this, and this, but that's okay because you like this. Well, why the hell is that not okay for the WWE? You got all these good wrestling, just technical matches, and stuff, and then you have a story match. That's multiple things. Why, you fucking hypocrites, why can they not have multiple styles like AEW? I was going to say your AEW because, I'm talking mainly to the people against WWE and AEW is the best on the planet. I'm mainly talking to those people. As much as it sounds like it, I don't hate AEW. I know it sounds like I do, but I'm more against the people that ignore everything else and just say all of that's trash. AEW is the best. I don't know if that comes off, but that's how I feel. Rollins said the line, he took his ball and went home and all that kind of stuff. And some people are throwing it out saying that he's trashing Moxley for leaving and stuff like that. Look, he didn't like when Jon Moxley went out and kind of trashed the WWE on the podcast. That's Chris Jericho's podcast, by the way. Now, look, here's where everything gets crystal clear to me anyway. And if you still to this point still haven't got it yet of what he's trying to get across, read this right here. You've been feisty on Twitter lately with some fans and other wrestlers too, by the way, about their backlash against WWE, and you took it up with the company. What's the motivation behind that? So this is Rollins' reply. You can only sit back and read people bashing something you love for so long and sit there and take it and try to take the high road, so to speak. I'm real proud of what I do every single week, not just Mondays, but every single Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, really. I'm really proud of what I do and what our crew does and the effort they put forward. I'm not just talking about the wrestlers, the guys and girls who you see in the ring. I'm talking about everybody from creative all the way up to Vince. I'll finish this right here. We put a ton of effort into making a product that I think can be pretty darn good considering the amount of content we put out there, which is a ton. The fact that people want to sit on their little soapboxes and their little stupid social media machines and talk down about it really speaks volumes about the generation and where we're at. And so I figured if somebody's going to fight back, it might as well be me since I'm the champ and I consider myself the top guy in the company. Fucking, that's it. I should have just showed that right there at the beginning and skipped all of this. Sorry, if you've stuck around this long, heard me rant and rave and give my opinion, thank you. Thank you, first of all. But that right there summed up everything. Everything in that little question right there. The dude's tired of people shitting on what he loves to do. He works hard for what he does. Now, you can say what you want about all of the creative and the Vince and all that, but the bottom line at the end of the day, right now at this point in time, WWE is the best professional wrestling company on the planet. Period. Done. I know you might not agree, but that's the fucking facts, man. I don't know what you want to gauge. If you want to gauge on Dave Meltzer's star ratings, then yes, okay. The star ratings aren't quite going to line up when you got matches in New Japan. They're not going to line up if that's what you're going off of. And if that is what you're going off of, man, more power to you, okay? I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but okay, I'm going to say that I think you're wrong, but I'm not going to say you are wrong. I am going to disagree with you thinking there's another company better than the WWE. You are more than happy to have that opinion, and I want you to give me your opinion down below. Am I just some big giant WWE fanboy? Which I know you're going to probably say, and that's fine. I don't care. CZW is my company of choice, okay? It has been since 1999. I've got thousands of dollars, and I mean, I was buying CZW back in the VHS days. I've been following CZW forever. If anything, everybody knows who does know me, I'm a CZW fanboy. WWE gets a lot of stuff wrong. They do. I'm not saying they're perfect. I've never once said WWE is perfect. But when you look at the amount, the attendance, the views, the people that watch the product, that know they're knowledgeable about the product, that are entertained every single week, every single month, every year for a long time. And yes, as of right now, New Japan, they have great matches. I'm not saying that AEW, they don't have good shows. They did have a good show. They did have a good show. And we have a review on that right here on the channel if you want to hear our full opinion on that. Breakdown from top to bottom. I'm not saying all these other companies aren't good. I like Impact Wrestling. That's like the company that hardly anybody likes. I like Impact Wrestling. That's the funny thing. I like all of these companies. I just really love professional wrestling as a whole. So when I see people come in here, oh, that's shit, just because, I don't know, because if they think it's cool, I don't really know. I don't know. It grinds my gears. It gets me going. It gets that blood rushing, when people blindly hate something just because they don't agree with it. Either way, if people are going to look into this right here and say that him and Jon Moxley have beef, they're not going to fucking be mad at each other over this. Moxley's going to be like, yeah, well, I mean, I didn't like it there. I left. Big deal. And that's why I respect Moxley a million times over again. I never respect people who stay in a job that they hate and they just keep doing it and complain every day. Those are the people I hate. Now, it's a little different when you got WWE superstars because they got contracts. But once their contracts are up and they resign and they still complain, that is when there's a big problem with me anyway. That is when I'm like, no, fuck, write them off. Done. And I think these guys, they're adults. I'm sure good friends, sometimes they do fight. Sometimes friends do fight. But either way, I think these guys are smart enough to know, hey, he left his company, he trashed it on the way out, and, he was being honest, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think he's so much as mad at Moxley as he is the internet community that really rallied around what Moxley said. And I guess at the end of the day, if you have to point a finger, it is at Moxley, but Moxley was being honest, so you can't really be mad at that. I really wanted to get some opinions of my own out there on what's going on with this whole Twitter beef and stuff. Rollins, end of the day, here it is, bottom line, end of the day, Rollins is defending what he loves, okay? If you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. I don't have anything for you. If you have a problem with a guy defending what he loves, the company he works for, the friends he has, they're at that company, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're the one in the wrong. Think about that. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that it's okay to defend your company that you work for and your friends and what you love. Maybe I'm wrong for saying it's okay to defend what you love. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know below. But bottom line, the only thing, I know I said bottom line like 80,000 times here, but at the end of this video, I want you to know one thing. One thing. Baron Corbin blocked me, baby. Wow, what a heel. What a fucking heel. Yes. Awesome.